G'day everybody and welcome back to the Hardball Gets AFL show. Today on the podcast, it is the 2-minute warning after round 19 and this episode is brought to you by TabTouch. The more you know, the better it gets. Download the TabTouch app today. Real punters play here. What are you really gambling with? If you haven't followed us on all the socials, do that. Hardball Gets AFL. Like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Listen wherever you get your podcast. Leave us a rating, leave us a review and tell your mates. All right, let's get stuck in. This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Rynne, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. Oh, you're just sitting there.
No, that's autopilot. You need more than that.
There was a bit of punch. It started all right.
You sit there like LeBron James last year and you wanted to go into negotiations. Well, I tell you what, social media following helps when you go to negotiate.
Yeah.
Sign in and look at the socials. And, if you can jump on. You know, log in, sign up. We want you on our socials. We want Instagram.
Mate,
we want TikTok. We want
19.
YouTube.
Lift.
We want it all.
Oh, we will get on there and
Here's
do
your
it all.
task. Here's your task this week. Just sign up
for... If you
for...
pay Bronny wages, you get Bronny.
Sign up. Yeah, we did pay Bronny in the end.
Do you know, Nick, every week starts to sound more and more and more like that old uncle that just sort of has had a couple of beers too many. He's morphing into everybody's uncle. He had that patch for about a month where he was really giving it everything on the intro.
I think when we come into finals, I reckon the last couple of weeks.
We did say round 19, and we don't want anyone. No one wants us to whinge about the footy season going long. So I've read that in the question time.
We love footy season.
We do love footy season.
But this time with Brecky Radio, the combo is a tricky combo.
Yeah. I'm at this point. I start to count down certain things. So, for instance, with the WA teams, when they're still alive, there's more work. So on a Monday, I'll do a cross with Andrew McQualter.
Yep.
In 4 weeks, I won't be doing that.
No.
So that's one less thing for me to do. And so one thing goes, and then obviously
nothing goes in.
Fremantle, and nothing goes in to replace it. And then after that, other things. Once the regular season of footy's done, there's no more calling.
No.
There's no more calling to do.
So
that frees up the weekend. It just little things start to drop off the old shedge.
And if dear old Ted and Albie think they're playing soccer at 1:30 on a Saturday ever again, I'll start my own breakaway competition if I have to.
Sunday league.
The 8 a.m. Saturday comp and then just free as a bird.
1:30 on a Saturday.
It's a killer.
That's
a killer.
That's not on.
Well, let's talk about our multis because it was a very nearly week across the board, right?
Well, I was trying to go back to back and I got a little fruity, not in terms of the dollars, but I did have 9 legs and 8 of them came off. Yeah. The only one that failed me was Murphy Reid, who had 16 disposals. Very quiet game for him. I had the 20 for him. So just short, but that's the game.
And I missed, I was also going for an $18 multi. Fogarty 2 goals, Warner 2 goals. Neil Bullen and Shodrick a bunch of tackles. Goulden and Dawson didn't get 25.
No. And mine was no good. Cherry got subbed out. So that killed me. And I lost a shitload of cartons too. So
yes, you did.
If I haven't paid you your carton, I need your email address. I've paid quite a few.
How many did you do in the end?
I think 6.
Oh.
I thought at one stage I had 12 cartons coming. I will say shout out to all that get involved, but special shout out to Ken. Because Ken wrote to me, it's all good, mate. Please accept my carton as a donation from Ken at Royale's Chicken and Burgers.
Oh, good spot.
To you and the boys on the podcast. So
we love Royale's.
Yes, we do love Royale's, but I actually paid him. So
it wasn't a donation.
There's nothing for you guys.
Oh, maybe a couple of burgers might just find their way into the Hardball Get studios from time to time. Who knows?
They do a good bit. I always liked about that place. They do potato gems.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see potato gems on the menu.
Mate,
hell yes.
Potato gems should be a staple.
They should. But then they're a treat. When they come out, you're like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think if they were everywhere,
maybe the too
they'd
many.
lose their luster.
Not such a gem after all.
Not such a, more of a...
But again, email me if I haven't got back, because in DMs I just can't find everyone. So just if I haven't paid you, just shoot me your email.
Speaking of DMs, apologies go out to our producer Josh, who received roughly 5,000 sauna DMs in the past week.
Do you reckon we should do like a community sauna down at like City Beach?
Yeah,
is it Alchemy or whatever it's called?
I feel like that's something that you could do. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not coming down and
we
getting
just
your kid off?
described the things I'm trying to remove from my week. And you're trying to
have time coming up.
You're trying to add community
Spare
saunas
time.
where I sit in a sauna with this man who we know what happens to him when he does get at a certain
excited.
temperature.
Yeah.
He start to increase, which is why he's never moved to Dubai.
Oh,
constant,
the lizard would be skunked.
And he'd be imprisoned.
Are we going?
Now
All
can
right,
I
let's
just
go.
before we start, I got in did school drop off this morning, got in and got my teams and worked on the podcast information and my research. And the way I normally do it when I'm at work is I send an email to myself and then just hit send. Now I haven't hit send. So it's sitting on my desk all done. So I'm flying blind, but I have.
Is it not in your drafts?
No, because I never actually, I didn't do it from my phone. I did it from the desktop.
Yeah, but it's
still
check
be
your
in
drafts.
drafts.
Would it? Yeah.
But it's just sitting there.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, because you need to.
Did you put it in like Outlook?
Oh, we're in there.
Yeah, see?
Hey, look out. Okay,
This
good
is your
work.
first time using emails.
Well, I'm not great with this.
So mate, I found out the other day, I wrote an email, forgot about it, trying to claim some money back from the AFLPA for some medical costs.
Yeah.
And I wrote an email and I forgot about it. I was like, well, that's done. And then I clicked on drafts and it was still in there.
Yeah,
I was like,
send it.
mate, so I only learned
Happy
about this
days.
stuff a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Look at us learning from Rynne. All right, now we're off and racing. I feel good now.
Here he is.
I had some good research.
Now, do we want to who am I to start?
Yeah,
Always.
let's do it.
Great way to start.
Who am I?
Okay.
In the season 2025,
Last year.
I had 19 games with over 25 disposals.
That's a lot.
I had 9 games over 30 disposals.
Wow.
I averaged 27.1 disposals last season. This season, I have played 11 games. I've had 0 games over 25 disposals, and I only averaged 16 touches.
What?
16. I was going to go Noah Anderson, but that's less. That's
Oh. Is it Hugh McCluggage?
Hugh McCluggage.
Yeah. He was invisible on, what day was it? Saturday
Saturday
night.
night.
I thought he was injured. He had one handball in the first quarter and a half of the game.
13 disposals he ended with, such a nothing game. He's gone, 2 games in the mid-20s and that's it. But 0 games of his 11. Last year, again, 19 times he went over 25 disposals.
crazy. And I reckon he'd been 6 years in the All-Australian squad and then one All-Australian.
I was
like,
watching
team.
him after that. The numbers were so alarmingly low. I was quite conscious of him,
Well-
and he was starting. His position changes almost every single centre bounce.
Yeah, well, it needs to
so he
stop.
goes in there sometimes. Other times he's on a wing.
Yeah.
Other times he's centre half forward and charging in as that sort of high half forward. It's bizarre.
He's almost got to become the tagger and let Dunkley, not tag, but if they need a big body or a strong body to run with someone, because he is invisible this
yeah,
season.
it's really strange.
Can you remember
the rise of the Ashcroft? Has,
Nah, it's more than that.
Yeah, but it
he's
can't
just
be that, no,
invisible.
yeah.
Because he's
Yeah.
also played the wing so well over the time.
So in the preseason, I'm not going to talk my own fantasy football team, but we have a keeper league, right?
Yeah.
And I had Tom Green, and I'm in a premiership window, does
Yeah.
his ACL. So
That's
I quickly trade him to another team straight up for Hugh McCluggage.
oh, right.
I would have been better off
You would've.
having
You
the
would've.
bloke with the ACL on my list than I
You-
have been with Hugh McCluggage.
100% you would have. Just quickly, can you remember Hugh's grand final last year? I can't remember it.
He's
Not
grand.
particularly.
He would have had. Everybody had a bit of a day.
He had 26 and kicked 4
4.
in the
4
grand
goals.
finals. I can't remember it.
He hasn't done anything since.
No, these final series, so he was tagged against Geelong. Remember when he got tagged against Geelong and they lost
Yeah.
that first final? He
Well-
had 14 disposals.
Yeah.
Then he went 33, 37 and 1, and 26 and 4 for the next 3 finals.
There were some moments the other night where Brady Hoff was near him quite a
Nah,
bit.
they weren't spending.
But it wasn't
nah,
a tag.
Nah, God, no.
Because I was trying to work it out.
Nah,
I was like, what
nothing.
is wrong with
Nothing.
Hugh?
He's invisible.
Unbelievable. I got the who am I. That's very happy when you get a who am I.
It's pretty obvious, though, wasn't it?
That, well, yeah, it clicked.
Yeah, but there's a lot of players in the AFL.
So let's go to the Adelaide Crows. They, in my opinion, they're actually better than they were last year.
I think, and
I
I
think
get
they're
a lot
better placed.
of Black Boot Boy messages when
Yeah.
they get up.
Yes, and,
we love the Black Boot Boys.
Well, how many disposals did Isaac Rankin have?
He had 30.
And then what happens?
Well, when he gets below 20 disposals, they're 0 and 6.
Yep.
When he gets over 20, they're 9 and 0.
So
That's a good number. That's good fine by me.
shout out to Nixie because he clearly
Swampy.
listens and he's just had him around.
Yeah,
he was
he's-
everywhere.
And you can tell people listen because I must have said a barometer, like clear that he is a barometer. And so I just kept getting a lot of barometer DMs.
The barometer. Darcy Fogarty is been offered a 3-week ban. The Crows have announced just a short time ago they are going to take it to the tribunal, which I think is a great move from them because how can you get 3 weeks for that? I understand they're protecting the head, yada, 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 but 3 weeks seems excessive. He is in ripping form too. 15 goals in 4 weeks. Obviously, we heard Tex talk on the weekend about whether he's going to play on or not, and he's still undecided. it feels like that decision will be made for him. I think. I reckon it's time.
Yeah, I don't think Tex will be there.
No, but it's Fogarty's. It is Fogarty's forward line at the moment. I mean, Thriller is just as good in probably.
Well, that was his best game.
Look, if you had
Fogarty's
season,
up and
probably,
about.
Thriller.
Yeah, but if you had to choose one, Thriller's clearly the one. You're
still-
still buying
Yes.
the hope that
Yeah.
he gets back to what he was.
Weird thing about Fogarty, I can't picture I don't think there's another player in the AFL with his body shape who is a good footballer. Like he's just such a thick.
Yeah,
and
I
he's
know-
not
I know what you're
hugely
saying.
tall.
Yeah.
like he's a peculiar shape for like a modern AFL, but it works.
It's not. He's heavy. He's a sturdier build.
just
Was
thick.
it? He's a
Yeah.
bit thicker, but he's sort of a little bit what they were trying to do with Zerha for ages. It never worked.
Yeah. So
yeah.
there,
That's
if he
stocky,
does miss
strong.
three, because I was like, oh, is this going to hurt their charge? The three teams they're playing: Collingwood, which is Thursday night footy this week, and then they've got Essendon and Richmond. So it's actually, if he does miss three, Tex will come back in.
Two certain wins and then one.
This
there you
one,
go.
this one's tough. Yeah, but jeez, he should get off.
So-
right? He's
Yeah,
not.
and
I don't
Tex is
know.
on 6-9.
Can never
Yeah, I don't think so. Michael Christian going to the Christian. Who's the bloke I sacked?
Yeah, Christo. Yeah,
Christo.
but then he gave him another gig. He gave him two, I think.
But you heard the story about him representing his son at the tribunal.
and it didn't work.
Didn't win.
He went in with 2 weeks, his son, and came out with 3. For old
Knows how to work
Melburnians,
the
it's
system.
the Amos.
That's classic. Footy, it's part of our culture. It ignites our passion and brings us together. As a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, Woodside has accepted the challenge of supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness.
So it can thrive throughout WA. Woodside, Australia's leading energy company. Do you want to do another? Who am I?
Sure.
Here's his last stretch.
Don't you just be careful. You're starting
I
to
won't
tread in my
overdo it.
areas.
This is what he does. Remember last week at the Brad Hill stats?
Yeah.
He
Don't
just,
overdo the who am I.
is it Hugh
Well,
McCluggage?
I just wrote it down and said, and then I was like, I can do this. I said,
It's
who
Hugh
am I?
McCluggage, isn't
30 and 5 tackles, 25 and 9 inside 50s, 22 and 8 tackles, 29, 8 inside 50s and a goal, 35 and 7 tackles, 30 and 9 clearances. That's his last 6 games.
Is that my man Tommy Sparrow?
No,
Is it someone like a Garcia?
no. Give you one more each.
One more each. Is it? Oh dear me.
Andy Brayshaw.
It's Andy Brayshaw.
Well done, Rhino. 2 and 2.
Hey,
He's
Going
on
pretty
today.
well. I'm
What's
on
going
today.
on?
I told you I had to do research.
So that's his last 6 games. He's become, we talked about earlier in the season, Shea Bolton and stuff. Oh, he's their most dominant midfielder. Andy Brayshaw's their most important mid at the moment.
He is. But
he's
it's-
the one getting it done.
We've
week in,
and
week
we
out.
found this out at the start of the pod with your energy. Everyone at this time of the year is starting to go,
wane a
where's
bit
the
and then-
finals?
Yeah.
This is when you need, and we saw it against Port Adelaide on the weekend where Fremantle didn't play their best football. But who were the 2 guys who got them home?
Yeah,
It was
Brayshaw
Sarong
and
and
Sarong.
Brayshaw, which is now at this point of the season where all the flair and stuff those guys are going to have to get in there and do what they do. So you still want the other stuff, but
Finals is different footy.
it's
They need
different
those
footy.
guys.
And so seeing Andy in the last month or so step up and Sarong is starting to ramp up too.
Yeah.
It's not an accident.
No, but this is sort of the best stretch of form I can remember him having.
Oh, he was AFL
He's always,
MVP a
yeah,
couple
I know.
of years
I
ago.
was saying since
Yeah.
then. That's more.
Yeah.
That's longer ago than you think.
Yeah.
He got to the
Probably like
stage
4 or
where he
5
was getting a
years.
lot of cheap 15-metre marks.
And
he
even
sort of
with-
parked them down. Now he's getting bigger switches.
Well, now we
and-
were talking at the start of the year about, maybe he needs to be a defensive mid.
Yeah.
He's now their primary driver.
I
And
think
Sydney
he's,
tried to
I
tried to
still
lock him
think though
down.
in a grand final he's the mid that you would put
Oh,
to
yes.
someone
Yeah,
if
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's a Dunkley
Absolutely.
role.
Yeah.
100%.
So he, last 3 years it's been Sarong first and Brayshaw second in their BNF.
yeah, well it won't be that.
I don't think either of those two
No,
will
not
finish
on the
top
podium.
2, but
Nah.
Andy's coming hard with a wet sail.
Sarong won't be top 5. I don't
No,
think.
he
Nah, which is a good thing for them, I
Nah.
think.
I've got a new pet hate in football. Okay, my pet hate is when average kicks of the football, they're AFL players,
just-
so they're
yeah.
better than average, but the average,
Average
in
at
terms of
AFL
who they're
standard.
around.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the average person who can kick an average drop punt thinks that on their opposite foot they can kick a snap from 30.
Who was
Mate,
the one?
there's so many
Who
of
was
them.
the one that
Paddy
tipped you
Cripps,
over the
Paddy
edge?
Cripps tipped me clean over the edge. But Whitlock for Port Adelaide with about a minute to go, thought he'd hit one on the left. They bellied further away from the goals you could ever get. How often do these players go onto their left, hold it like it's like the first time they've ever introduced themselves to a football, and then belly it?
What is it? Why would they do that?
Well, because they've seen blokes like the Wizard do it.
Yeah.
So they think, I should be able to do this.
Well,
They can't try check side on
opposite
the front foot.
Now it's in your head. You'll see how often people go onto their left to do a snap, and it never goes in.
Ben King did one on Sunday
Yep.
too, which made me think, why is he's like
You're more
the
chance,
most accurate set shot?
more chance to nail a drop. Well, there's a reason why Darcy Fogarty and them don't do the opposite foot snaps. Just watch it now. The amount of times they're bellying these opposite foot snaps. Clarko told me one day, don't ever kick on your opposite foot because your good foot's not good enough to start with. So that was a learning lesson there. So that's my new pet hate. But I'm talking about Carlton because Cripper tipped me over the edge on that one. They're currently 12th, equal 10th. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They went on a 7-game winning streak. I'm putting it out there. They're going to lose. They're going to lose their last 7.
Whoa.
The whole stretch.
Is this like a Nick thing?
This is
You've
gonna
gone
win.
through and you've
They're
tipped
gonna win
through.
now.
They've gone 7-0 and Fraser. I saw Sack Fraser
except for
graffitied
AI.
on the wall. Was that
That
was
was
that
real.
was that was it?
Yeah.
They've got
7-7? Is that what they're going?
well. I think they're going to end up with the 7-7 run with Josh
Wow.
Fraser because I'm going on upstate this weekend against Gold Coast. They're not doing anything fancy, but under the lid, I'm going Gold Coast in an upset.
Okay.
The next game, they won't beat Brisbane. I don't think they'll beat St Kilda. I don't think they'll beat the Doggies after the weekend. They won't beat Freo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a 0-7 on the way out.
The
See you
Gold
later.
Coast is their
Josh
best chance.
Fraser is best just to say he doesn't want the job now.
Well, he's been saying
He
it.
said it.
No,
100 times.
like I'm completely out.
Yep.
Get your new coach in.
Yep.
I'm at the moment 7-2. Impressive.
Yeah.
You think he
7
should
and
quit?
7.
He should
7
quit.
and,
Get
Get
another
another
7
interim
and
in.
7, not good.
Yeah, I'm out of the interim jig. We need an interim.
Dean Solomon's come good.
Yeah.
He's coming home with a wet sail.
Get a new interim.
Dean
Get
Solomon,
an interim.
okay.
All right, let's do Collingwood. So, according to Mitch Cleary, it sounds like Bobby Hill and Collingwood are no more.
Ooh, yeah.
They're going to
Okay,
sit
so-
down and they're going to negotiate.
I was
try
going to do this for West Coast, so
work
we
their
can
way. All right, so maybe we can
just talk.
half it. Okay.
See what happens.
I won't talk about the West Coast element of it then, but it is a shame because I think at the peak of his powers, Norm Smith medalist and big stage, seemed to thrive on the big stage. Bobby Hill was heading toward being one of the premier small forwards in the competition if he wasn't already there.
We won the Norm Smith and
Yeah, and it's just a shame. And you think back to Collingwood's forward line and how it just kind of doesn't excite you that much. They kind of get it done. They patchwork together. But with him in there,
it was exciting though when it was DeGoey, Elliott,
yep,
Bobby Hill.
McCreary doing McCreary
Yeah.
things.
Is there another small that was
Schultz?
kicking around?
Schultz
Schultz was kicking around.
Yeah, they had a little mosquito
Yeah.
fleet of
Yeah.
really handy players. So it is a shame, and I would be concerned that maybe we don't get him back at AFL level ever again. And we can talk about
but
the
AFL's not for everyone.
No, it's not.
Like
And it's a really difficult environment.
If you can't turn up and train and play,
Yeah.
you don't get the big dollars. It's like that's just how it works. So,
Yeah.
he's been a great player when he was playing. Hasn't played or trained, and it's
Fell
come to
apart.
an end.
Yeah.
Like I think that's just more and more. That just needs to be the facts of
Yeah, we
people who
need
don't
to say
train.
them. Yeah.
You're not forced to play AFL.
Absolutely. And you're on a big contract.
And that's
so
why-
at some point it becomes down to, well, if you're not going to be here, what are we paying?
Well,
you
as CEO for the day, I did, and removing Bobby from this, I just feel like the contract should be able to move mid-season. See ya. Like if you're not turning up or you're being a bad, like
so I was
you're not
wondering, is there
playing well.
clauses for that
Well, I
in
think
there?
that is why, because otherwise, why would have it gone on for so long?
Yeah, well, it's complicated. All these situations are complicated.
But these clubs can still provide support. You just don't have to pay them $900,000.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. It's just like
But
any
the support's
workplace.
still the
if
same
there's, if there's
support.
a health concern, you can't just sack people when they have a health concern. So it has to be negotiated. So that's what we're going through now.
Yeah.
They're heading to the point now where it's like,
I
okay,
think we see this a bit differently.
let's just say there was $2 million owed. I don't know the number over the next however many years. They need to
Still
work
got
out
four,
what the
haven't
happy
you?
number is. Do you know what I mean?
But I mean, yeah. So if I was at my work and was earning big dollars and just didn't come to work,
Yeah.
and then just got paid to not come to work,
Yeah.
like surely work can say, "Come on, mate, like,
Nah, it's
we're
hard.
done."
It's more difficult than
No,
that.
I get that.
Yeah, I know.
And the PA are fighting for those players. So I get it all. I find the clubs get so handcuffed
Yeah.
that I don't know.
I feel too sorry for the clubs though.
Yeah.
They'll cut players as soon as
Yeah,
they-
I just feel like AFL, you're not forced to play it. It's
Yeah.
not for everyone. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
I just miss watching Bobby Hill.
Yeah, would like to
Basically.
see him out there. Oh, I'm just going to get these guys out of the way. I said, you noticed, talking about my energy levels, and you guys noted it last week in the teams when we were discussing this game. I didn't watch it. Richmond versus Hawthorn.
Oh, shocking.
But I've got Richmond.
I watched it.
How was it?
I love it.
Richmond were dog shit.
love
I
that.
took Hawthorn
No.
to win by
Hold on.
100.
For the last 8 years, Nick has probably watched 20% of the games and pretended.
Yeah.
He has finally got to the point where he's
just
just
did not
going,
watch this
I don't
one.
have
I
any.
didn't
I
see
got
it.
nothing. I didn't
didn't
see
know,
it.
that's
I don't have any idea. I'm not going to try to pretend.
seen that,
And,
was it-
normally he would just look at the stat sheet and go,
I just want to be honest
so
with people
Tom
about
Lynch,
this one.
like,
Yeah. And what's happening with
what's-
Tom Lynch?
What do you think Tom Lynch
Well,
is
no,
up to?
see,
Where do you think he's at?
most of them I would look at least look at a bit of vision or something.
But I like the-
I haven't watched this at all.
Yeah,
I just haven't a second
Tom
of it.
Lynch, what happened? Well, yeah, what's
going on with him?
He did his calf in the first
How do
quarter
we
already.
feel?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Did
How
he
do
look
we
not
feel
right?
about it?
No, I watched it. It was shit house.
It was a tough
I think
watch.
one of the better things for Richmond on the weekend is they've moved into they've moved up a spot in the draft order.
Well, they're
Yeah.
now- they're now last.
They're now last.
That's what we should be talking
That's
about.
so Harry Van Hadham.
Yeah. So,
Let's talk about a generation.
Who's the other kid?
it's a very even
Archie Butler?
spread.
That's the one.
Archie Butler.
The only reason why I know, because I like the name.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a
the
good
one that I
name.
think West Coast should target if they just need.
he WA boy?
No, but he's the
Vic
type
Metro.
of player that they need.
There's not it's not. Don't get a
But WA a bit thin, are they, really?
No. There's
Like
two
they're
good
playing
ones.
at 8 o'clock in the morning with Burleys and Jews not helping
There's
them.
two good ones
no
probably
setup.
around that top 10 first round mark in Heath Melody, who might actually get the Lark medal, or on the podium, and Leo Steed, but they're not the West Coast where they're picking. I wouldn't be picking it because Melody's not right for them at the moment, and Leo Steed could probably work, but take him later.
But if you're Richmond, you want this
But if
Van
I'm Richmond, I
Hadham
want Harry Van Hadham
because you want a big boy.
And
I think
want a
I
big
did
boy.
this about 8 weeks ago. I said if it's Richmond, because they need a
And they got Big Jonty.
yeah, but
Well, I had
he's a forward. Van Hadham will be
Oh,
a
you want a
ruckman.
ruck.
So Van Hadham hasn't had a great year, but a recruiter we were watching Vic Metro WA, he said to me, like, this is the two like next generational ruckmen, Harry Van Hadham and Axel Walsh going at each other. So just take him now.
Yeah, grab him.
And he'll palm it down to absolutely nobody because everybody will be injured in the injury list.
Yeah, just see Josh Smiley's out for the year.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done for the year. He's going to come back at 7.
But they said it's not a setback. He's
no
fine.
setback.
Feels
They
like
did
He's
sack.
not real.
feels like there's 5 games to go and you're just saying
I think he's like, sometimes you see those AI influencers. They're just not. He's not real.
it's not,
He's an AI.
AI influence
I've never
player.
seen him.
They
We drafted him.
sacked the fitness bloke,
Yeah.
Richmond.
Yeah.
Just quickly, do you want to know who's won the Lark medal over the past period? It used to be a Poison Chalice.
Devin
winning the Lark medal.
Robertson.
So
I forgot
Dyson
Devin Robertson
Sharp,
won it.
Leo Lombard, Harvey Langford, Riley Sanders, Will Ashcroft, Sam Walsh, Devin Robertson. Must have been a couple of years off with COVID there. Oscar Allen, Jack Graham, and Josh Shackey. Like that was when it started getting a little not quite right. But anyway, there's.
Oh, he had a
couple
very
names for
good
you.
year. Shaq should pick 2.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he went very high.
Big Kepler, Brian Shammer, Kepler Bradley,
Kepler.
Yeah.
Big Kep.
Brian Shammer.
Jesse
Call him
Smith,
Brian Shammer.
Brian Shammer.
Byron, Kale Morton, Jack Watts, Andrew Hooper. Who's Andrew Hooper?
He
Andrew
played
Hooper,
at Western
Brisbane?
Bulldogs for a while.
Wasn't he at Brisbane as well?
He might have been.
Or was there a different Hooper at Brisbane?
Western
Might
Bulldogs.
have been different. Yeah, there you go.
Played 7 games.
I feel like there was a
There we
Hooper.
go.
There was a Hooper at Brisbane as
Ran.
well. Sure of it.
Right.
Ran Hooper.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're up.
All right, come over to me. North Melbourne. I just look at their players who are probably, when the paychecks arrive each month, are probably pretty high on the list. Sims, Kern, Zerha. Larky's been off his breakfast this year. Did a little look at Larky. In the 63 games prior to this season, he kicked 158 goals, 53.
Very accurate.
Unbelievably accurate. He's still more accurate, I suppose, than
2 out of 3 ain't bad, and that's what he was doing. Meatloaf.
he was going 3 out of 4.
What didn't you say?
Meatloaf
What did you say?
did
158 goals,
Yep.
53.
Yeah, so that's. Yeah,
Why can't
3
I
out of
get the
4.
melody of that song
It's
in
not
my
the
head?
same song, is it?
No, it's not.
How's the
3
song
out of
go?
4.
But I thought I'd better pick you up.
So
because
if 2
somebody
out of
else-
3 ain't bad, 3 out of 4 is pretty
really good.
Really good.
Really good. This year he's kicked 36-24. But you just don't expect Larky to have impact. He did last week against Collingwood when I was like, I'm watching Nick Larky.
Yep.
Then again on the weekend, just not the person who was so dominant. He kicked 71 goals, 24 in a 3-winning game. What do you got, Rinny?
I was trying to remember how the song goes.
Why can I? I thought I was losing my mind for a second there. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a great
yeah.
song.
Hey, I'm never gonna love you.
Oh, we've peaked.
The one thing that I heard Clarko say at halftime,
Xavier's just so over your shit now that he just scrolls right past it.
Clarko was like, it was too up and back in the first quarter for us, so defensively we had to slow it down. They won the first quarter by 2 goals.
Yeah.
I was just like, mate, I reckon we just put the foot down. And if it's 27 goals to 26 and you win, because after quarter time, they hardly scored in the second quarter, hardly scored in the third, and then kicked some really late goals in the fourth. Maybe they've just got to try and kick 25 goals.
Do you know who I keep really enjoying is my man?
Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah.
He can kick that footy. And he's a bigger size than Boomer was. Like,
Yeah.
I reckon they've got one there. I don't know why it took so long for him to get into this team and play.
First game of the year.
Yeah. No, he's played a few now.
Oh, no, so I'm looking at Scott. Sorry, I was thinking of Scott when they said on the weekend.
Scott,
his first game
Scott
of the year.
was solid as well. Yeah.
Surprised me it was his first game of the year.
He'd
They
been
won
injured, I
2
think.
years ago.
Yeah, been injured. Yeah. Okay, so it's me
North,
again.
so you owe me 6 cartons, North.
All right, Joshy, roll the music, please.
Oh, no.
Turn it up a bit, Josh. I can't hear it.
The GWS Giants,
Oh,
2 weeks ago, they beat the AFL's best team. 14-game winning streak.
I flew to Sydney, dodged the horse on the Mercedes with my bolt cutters and cut the locks off at the showgrounds.
Well, get back on a plane. You're going back because now they've lost to the Bombers, ending a 12-game losing streak for the Bombers. I don't reckon there's ever been a team that's had, a 14-game winning streak and a 12-game losing streak, both broken by them within the space of 14 days. So I went to Swamps. I knew Swamp would have something. Quickest side to go from winning versus a side sitting first on the ladder to losing versus a side sitting 18th. 15-day turnaround. Unbelievable. How does that happen? And let me tell you another story about fantasy football. So I'm in a league that had a prelim yesterday.
Yeah.
The underdogs signed Jake Stringer at the last minute as just a hope to see if he can get him over the line.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. And they went into the game trailing by 83 points. Fourth versus first on the ladder. So looking for a big upset.
Yeah.
Jake Stringer kicks 0 goals, 7, and he scored 83 points. Draw.
Oh.
They lose on a technicality.
Oh,
No.
One of those kicks goes through.
And Stringer was a hungry hippo.
Wasn't he?
He was just the amount of
Which is fine when he kicks them straight.
Well,
But he had another 2 or 3 that went straight up in the air.
Yeah, he
and
hit
came back
Cadman
down.
and stuff. Like, he just kept blasting.
They had another loss today as well, GWS. Did you see Dave Matthews, the CEO, was potting Tasmania, saying they won't be able to retain players. It's not a great place to live.
Yeah.
Brendan Gale today at the press conference came out and said, I saw that. He's like, he's never lived in Tasmania. Funnily enough, he's never lived in Western Sydney either.
Called him the Prince of Balmoral. Yeah. I saw that. Yes.
So they've gone back at it. And, of course, Jacob...
Jake Gaynor.
social media man's going to have a bit of fun, you'd think, with those sort of comments.
Yeah, he's going to be up and
Who
about.
were the 2 players that they've signed?
The rumours.
If I had to guess, I reckon Bo McCreary's one of them
Yeah, with that number.
because the numbers that were being floated
wow.
around for
That's
Bo.
a silly contract.
And then you've just got to look for the Tasmanians. So there's a couple
Riley.
floating around. Riley Sanders, maybe.
what about the
Ryan
Freo-
Mansell?
What about the Freo captain?
No, I wouldn't think he'd be signed.
No, but they're pretty keen,
Yeah,
clearly.
Absolutely,
they're
they'd be
chasing
keen. I reckon if Freo win a flag this year, you wouldn't begrudge Alex Pearce going back and doing that, would you?
No.
If Freo don't
We
win
should
a flag
add
this year,
Tassie to the list now.
like,
should we?
go make your money.
Who gets when Tassie comes in? We're all talking about the rounds and the buys. Who gets the extra team?
Oh, that's true.
When we do this,
We haven't
I
thought about
think
this.
Bronny James does because he
I'll
negotiated
take
extra dollars.
Tassie. I'll just do Troy Warner content the whole time.
no, you watch. He's going to spend 6 months negotiating, and at the last minute, he'll go, "Fine, I'll do the 19th."
I'll do
team."
Tassie.
Yes.
And that'll get me
same
over the
rate.
line.
Are we going to do that again this year?
What's that? The
A
negotiation?
holdout? Are you going to hold out? Or
No,
Can
there's
you-
there's been no holdout.
Can you start now?
Let's start now.
so that we don't have to wait.
But there's plenty to talk about because they'll get Troy Warner, mate. Under 16, Kevin Sheehan medal. Chad's youngest brother.
Yeah, right.
Dominated the 16 championships with WA 1, undefeated despite kicking like 23 goals, 56 or something for the tournament.
Jeez,
No one got near him.
wow.
And
Okay.
Troy Warner, he'll be speaking Tasmanian.
Oh, and what about the team that won the fantasy of the round, the overall team? The name of it is Chad Warner's Hairy Agates.
How did that slip through?
Well, you can't. You know when you go through and block like what you think people will do, they always think of stuff you
They
don't think
forget
of.
agates.
They always get around agates.
Agates would have been the one they
Yeah,
forgot.
people are very creative.
Was it Agates with Chad or was it more Freckle, wasn't it?
They might have blocked Freckle.
Might have been a bit of both in there.
Okay.
Oh, is it back to where are we?
Oh,
Me?
Yeah,
So
you're
we
up.
just
Yeah,
go?
I just did Tasmania / GWS.
Oh yeah, okay.
Slash Toby Green's injured and
Yes,
probably
yeah.
that was when they said, what was the moment you realised you were going to Geelong? Losing to Essendon and getting injured.
Yes.
He was sitting there with that blanket going, oh, I need this blanket when I go to
Yeah.
Geelong. It's
Geelong.
quite cold
It's
down there.
I'll take
down
this.
there. Well, speaking of that team and speaking about injuries, you can put a line through Geelong.
Oh, really? Remember their fixtures about to get easy and they
Nah,
just
nah.
beat
Put a
St
line
Kilda.
through them.
Nah, I'm with you.
No Max Holmes.
Holmes.
Max Holmes, their guy.
Oh,
Bailey
oh.
Smith, 1A. But if I want Max Holmes out there if I want to do
Still
something.
not I still haven't heard back from that bloke who was abusing me about Geelong.
Well, now
where is he?
Because now he'll come in and say, well, we would be fine if we had Jeremy
Bullshit.
Cameron.
Where
and
is
Max
he?
Holmes.
Yeah,
Well, you
yeah,
don't. Where is he?
He's a,
DM's empty for a while.
Is your hand okay?
seriously,
Oh, where
Cam for a
is he?
second.
Where is he? Got the Shane Warne leg spinners.
Oh, where is he?
So that's, he was a broken right ankle and syndesmosis just for good measure. He gets the double whammy.
Yeah, that
Going under the
sucks.
knife and he's done. But they say they haven't put a timeline on it. He's done.
Well, that's Geelong. They don't put a
They don't put a
timeline.
timeline on it.
You might not-
You might not. You guys
might
don't
not
talk
know.
often.
We don't talk.
I
You
don't-
might not
You guys
know.
don't talk
You don't
often.
really know how Chris Scott works, but
No.
he doesn't give away injuries,
I
okay?
know he doesn't, particularly in the press conference.
Are you able to ask about Max Holmes when his leg's broken?
No.
No, still don't.
Because
You
remember
know.
Grime.
No,
we weren't allowed to ask
can't do
about Grime. When
That
he's,
reminds me of a famous
meanwhile,
one.
Grime was very good.
Yeah, he was good.
He's back.
He was good.
Famous one that always makes me laugh with Ross Lyon in the presses because he'd always talk about fingernail deep analysis. That's fingernail deep analysis. Alex Malcolm once asked a very good question,
Well-researched,
well-researched
detailed,
question, asked about a
statistically.
specific thing, and Ross came back with oh, that's really not for this forum. That's a bit too detailed for this forum. What do you want?
That was
Ross?
elbow deep analysis.
Yeah, that
he
was
wanted
elbow
more
deep.
like a wrist
It
deep
needs
analysis.
halfway up the arm.
I
Not so
thoroughly
far.
enjoyed, though, Thursday night's presser with Ross where he asked about Anthony Cabernetti.
Oh, Caminiti, yeah.
And
Got a
was
quiet
like-
game.
And Mitch said he had a
Touched the ball
quiet
twice.
game. And Ross was like, well, you called it a quiet game. Why? He goes, yeah, he touched it twice. And Ross laughed. He goes, oh, that is a quiet game. That was funny.
I always found that with Ross. If you had a response for
Yeah,
him,
you got him.
He was okay. He just wanted that first combat because he wanted to squash you if he could.
Anyway, they'll make the wild card because they do finish with Essendon, North, Richmond, but you can put a line through Geelong.
Yep.
I tend to agree. Let's go to Sydney because I haven't got a line through them. Sorry, I'm about to spill my drink. The same question marks, Rhino, the same question marks we've had over them for a couple of years, I reckon.
The forward line.
Yep. On the weekends, 6 disposals to Logan McDonald. He's had a pretty good patch. Hayden McLean, 7 disposals. Charlie, who you can't be critical of, he's
Leading the combat.
he's leading the Coleman,
Yeah.
but he had 7 touches. It was a dog of the day for the key forwards. But again, it's just the question mark I have around Sydney. Goulden hasn't done his thing. Heaney's been a bit quieter. All that sort of hoo-ha. When the whips are cracking, that is the part of the ground that I have great concerns about for Sydney. And that's why, again, I don't think they're in the top 4 teams.
Is there something you would do? Like the glaring one is to say,
I would contemplate with
Heaney.
Chad Warner
Yep.
playing good football
Yep.
and Goulden still playing half forward.
Yep.
Get him in the midfield.
Send
Get rid of
Isaac.
Hayden McLean.
Yep.
See you, buddy.
Yep.
You're out.
Yep.
Goodbye. Ciao for now.
Yep.
Good luck. Go have a coffee with Amadi. He's not playing either. And I'd have Heaney and Curnow
Yep.
deep forwards.
yep, and then you still got
Even
McDonald
with
if you want
Heaney-
some extra height.
Well, he can do the workhorse stuff
Yeah.
up and down the
Yeah.
ground.
That's
Yeah.
one of the problems with Heaney, is it? Because he's so good in so many positions.
Yeah, but I think they need the firepower.
Yeah,
I
you
think
need
you're
the
right.
firepower
Like
forward.
Papley was the one trying to
You
drag
can get the
them
Pap
back
Smear
into
down
that
there having a
game.
crack too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He'll be
We get
busy.
him and Roses.
Yeah.
They can just jump around and do
Yeah.
their thing. And, I think you're right. Like I was watching.
Goulden, 15 centre bounce. So he
Yeah.
did more on the weekend, but Warner did 21. Grundy did 22. I reckon he can still do more.
What do you think of Errol's hair? The blonde? The little blonde rinse through it?
Well, Goulden, I just love in general.
Yeah, but I didn't love the hair.
You
I
didn't
didn't
like
love
the
it.
hair?
Nah, it threw me off because like you can
Did you
always
have
see.
blonde
it.
tips back in the early 2000s?
No, I
Did you
never
ever get
did
them
any
done?
tips or anything like that. No,
I did.
You would have.
I had all kinds. That's
You
why
would
my
have had
hair
the-
left immediately
That's
as soon
yeah.
as possible.
So Heaney still did
That's why you
18
got
centre
none left.
bounces.
Yeah, it's all departed as soon as I could.
I used to put a bit of sun in every now and
Would
then
Yeah,
ya?
a bit of lemon juice.
back in the day.
Really?
Well, he's a coastal. He grew up on
I had
the
a mate who
coast.
used to use sunscreen as gel.
Just slick it a bit.
Don't ask me why.
I always wipe my hands in my hair to dry them and shit. Like if it's
Yeah, I used to do that.
like it's sunscreen and stuff. Yeah.
I miss my hair.
Is it me?
You look good without it.
Yeah, I could do some. Yeah, I would make some poor choices if I had it.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting for that tattoo sleeve that's coming.
I'll do Hawthorn now. So, do you know they're the lowest top four team for scoring, which surprised me a little bit because I thought they'd been quite potent this year.
Outside of two guys, who's scoring for him?
Yeah, I suppose Mitch
Dunstan
Lewis
and
on the
Watson.
weekend.
Oh, yeah, Mitch Lewis.
Anyway, let's do a Who Am I?
Hey.
I would say 2. I reckon they've had a couple of wet games.
Yeah,
They've
sure.
had a few
really
games
wet.
in Tassie.
Sure. It's not, and they're not that far behind
When
Fremantle.
you play at Launceston, it's harder to score because his perspective's all warped.
That's
Well, you
true.
can't. You
Looking
get.
from here.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a Who Am I? Are you ready? Okay, last year I averaged 14.8 disposals. And in the 24 games I played, only 3 times did I go over 20. This year, I'm averaging 22 disposals. So an extra, what is that, 7.2. I've averaged 32.5 in the last 2 weeks.
Connor
14
McDonald.
out of
Yeah, I was gonna say
18 I've
Connor
gone over
McDonald.
20. Correct, it is Connor McDonald.
I would definitely have a ratty if I still had it.
He's only 23 years old, still
Albie's
Connor
going
McDonald. And I know your brother was a big fan of Connor McDonald early days. Is that right?
Yeah,
Is it-
it's Albie's favourite player. We're
I'm a
growing out a
big-
mullet for
I love him.
Ratsdale.
I think last year felt like a year where it was just like, what are they doing with Connor McDonald?
Yeah.
We're not getting
He
anything
wasn't
from
Hollywood
him.
enough to be with Guinea.
No,
and,
but I reckon he's forcing his way into that pack.
But he's not Hollywood. He's actually like really. Everything
Working.
goes a bit slower for him. He takes his time.
We
all that
thought,
sort of stuff.
we thought this would happen earlier in the season, but he's properly got it.
He's also a bit
handled now.
bigger than those other guys too, like just lengthwise. Like it
Yeah.
feels like he's got a little bit more size on him than that guy. He always seems to bob up at the right time for a goal too. He's a big time goal celebrator.
Oh yeah,
I like that
No, we
too.
love Connor McDonald. I
Yeah.
reckon he's done a few more centre bounces recently.
And he's got his goal kicking hasn't gone far backwards either because he's clearly playing further up the ground a little bit to get more of the footy. But he was under a goal a game last year anyway.
He did 12 centre bounces on the weekend.
Yeah, so it's edging up.
So in and around.
That was without Will Day, so that might shift. But the other one I shout out to is Noah Mraz, who I kind of like.
Yeah.
Pick 35, basketball background, strong start. You see his goal at the end? That was nice.
Did see
Last
that.
kick of the
and
game.
everyone got around him.
Everyone got it.
He's been very good fantasy. I just needed someone in defence and threw him in.
Nah, he's solid.
Getting 80s.
Yeah, he's solid.
Oh, Jason
Incredible.
Mraz, you reckon
Jason
they call
Mraz,
him?
yeah.
They'd
I
have
think that's what they call him.
to. They'd have to.
Let's talk about Melbourne and the Melbourne Football Club. Tommy Sparrow, 33 and a goal. Just this season.
Is he re-signed yet? Or
Nah.
is he out this year? Or he's out?
He's out.
Well, that's usually worry.
From South Australia too.
Yeah, that's a concern.
It would be.
Adelaide need a couple of. Is he a black? He's
He's a black boot boy. He would
he's
be
a
a black
tie-in
boot
black
boy.
booter.
Yeah. And black boot boy is not a criticism.
No. There's just
It just gets the job done.
They've just
Port
got
Adelaide have been closely linked.
Yeah.
They need it. They've got a few spots to fill. Port
They do.
Adelaide.
They're going to
Port
have some
Adelaide
money
have
too.
a lot of money.
They're going to have some money to spend.
Disco Turner injury is going to make it a little hard for him. He's been so good.
Yep.
And he's the next captain.
Yep.
as we've
Future
heard.
captain.
That's what we
Future
believe.
captain.
Yep.
But I want to talk a bit about Harvey Langford. That kicking that goal at the end. Like he's done that a couple of times in his career already, where they've needed a clutch goal late. He's got it at 45 or 50.
He marks really well as well.
marks it really well.
And Harvey Langford is actually an OG, one of ours.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
He found him when he was in kindy.
Was before OG.
He was playing.
Yeah.
He was
What
building
is
this
before
little
OG?
house with his blocks, and
Yeah.
Dave was like, "Kid's got something."
Who's that,
That
kid
was
in the
one of my
22?
great ramblings.
Who's that kid in the 22?
Saw him kick it once
building
on
that
his
castle?
left. Wasn't in the top 50, was he?
Oh, I think
Not
he
when
probably
you-
was in
40.
the 50. but
Not when you first
Not in
called
top
him.
10.
He
We
was
weren't
in
talking
the
about him.
other players' notable sort
Yeah.
of list. You know.
I
And then
got
he
him
then he
just
was
on
in
one
pick one.
kick.
So he had 21 and a
Amazing.
goal, 90% efficiency, which is just like he doesn't look like the kind of player who would go at that efficiency. You don't think his kick's as good as it is, but he's a very good kick.
Yeah.
So this, I kind of went back. I was like, how would we redo the first, let's say 5 picks in his draft year?
Oh, okay.
I like
but
this.
it's actually
Give him to us.
probably pretty except
Close.
for one guy. So Sammy Lawler,
Yep.
Finn O'Sullivan,
Yep.
Jagger,
Yep.
Sid Draper, Levi Ashcroft, and then our man.
Is there any other names of note?
Further down the draft is Murphy Reed at 16.
Oh, he goes one.
Yeah. This is actually a very, very good draft. Joe Berry.
No, it is-
Joe Berry goes 2.
Your man.
They're big on Berry.
He is, mate, yeah.
Ken's big on Berry.
I could tell.
Berry might be one of Ken's first picks to the Tassie.
Yeah.
He is harped on about Berry 1,000 times.
He's a big berry man.
But I reckon that almost sounds about like you'd probably Harvey
Well,
could jump up.
obviously Draper
Sid,
drops a bit, yeah.
Sid is very good behind in the Sandful on the weekend.
Was he?
It was like 3 touches.
Still got
Oh,
a couple of
shocking.
Sid Draper shares, just not many.
Yeah, no.
I've moved a lot of them on, but I've kept a couple just in case.
We're on Sid.
He still looks all right.
Still got it.
still
But yeah,
good.
I don't know. Does he jump anyone there apart from Sid?
Go again.
Lawler, O'Sullivan, Jagger, Sid, Levi, Ashcroft.
No, I think he is the fifth guy in that five. But
I'm not sure.
You could talk me into. Well, who are you going?
I could put him
past?
above Levi.
I could put him above Levi.
At the moment.
Yeah, and at the moment,
I could project him above.
Foss is. We love Foss.
We do love Foss.
That's a good five.
Yeah, I could.
It's a close five.
If I ended up with him at 3 and missed on the other 2, I wouldn't be too upset.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's happy draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially Freya.
Let's do West Coast. I was just looking at Harley Reid. You just sit there and watch him. The first time I went to the footy since prelim final 2018 and wasn't working on Saturday.
Nice.
And I had no idea Jake Waterman kicked 5.
You know he's
I was pissed.
he's in the top 10 for the Coleman, Jack Waterman.
You would have been amongst the people, I'm sure.
I got on the stats and it was shocked to see he kicked 5. I can't remember any of them. So I must have been chatting away.
You're in the box, I'm assuming?
in the box.
What kind of box was it? What do you?
Just one right next to the Freo Dockers coaching box, so you can see straight
that
in.
one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's a nice one.
Yeah, so I've also
be
just
nice.
noted that when the Hawks come over for a prelim,
That's where you want to be.
well, I might just put in a couple of staff in camouflage just to take some notes off the screens and stuff that will be there.
Oh.
If you go the other side, you can see in the
You
Hawks
can
one.
see some of the.
It's just so clear.
Right.
Which they might put signs up maybe, but then it blocked the view. I don't know.
No.
So Harley Reid is outstanding. He rolled his ankle, got knocked out, didn't get knocked out. He's only had 10 wins in his career.
Yeah.
Every week he turns up.
Did you see
and
that
just
amazing
fights
stat? I don't know if it was. I don't think it was Swamp or anything, but it was that Mason Cox has now sung the Dockers song more than Harley Reid has sung the Eagles
Well,
song.
there you go. Just
remarkable.
watching him though, he's just a fighter. You can see him get frustrated. And just he's worth every penny to West Coast.
Oh,
imagine
mate,
if he was at North Melbourne. I think we spoke about that last week,
Yeah.
that last game. And Bobby Hill.
Yeah.
No WA team. It would be West Coast, if any.
Well, West Coast would have the money, B, the
you
space,
can't.
and they need that type of player. But I just don't think, given everything that he's got going on in his personal life, I don't think you can do it right now. Could you say, in 18 months?
Play at the West Coast Rezzies.
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's as simple as that. And hey, we'll pick you up mid-season if you're flying.
I don't know the story very well. Is he moving back to WA? Is that the
I
plan?
don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk to any of the
Where's he? Go back
specifics
to
either.
Perth
He's been
Demons
trying
for
to
a
make
year.
it work at Collingwood. He's been
Yeah.
trying to get in there. Yeah, I'm sure Barra would have him.
Barra
put his arm
taking it
around
Perth.
him and take him.
He's a 1 point player.
I think we all want to see Bobby Hill playing footy. I can't see either West Coast or Freo doing it this year. I'd be shocked. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'd be shocked.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I've been shocked
Come on,
before.
Bobby, we
I've
wanna
been
see you
shocked
play.
before.
What shocked you? Other than Lockie Neal not leaving Brisbane.
Adam Cheras
Adam
not
Cheras.
staying.
Jared not staying.
Those two shocked me. What else shocked
Did you?
me?
The bloke who told you about Chera, did you continue to trust his word, or did you cut
Yeah.
him? Is he still around
Yeah. Still
and
around.
been helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a complicated situation at the time.
Oh, bullshit!
No, because I think that there was a big, giant portion that thought that was going to be the case.
except for Chera.
These things could change.
This is what happened when you're locked in a hotel room in Tokyo. You got too much
Yeah,
time.
that was
too much time to think about things.
I remember where I did the cross where I was saying that he was going. I'd pre-recorded it. And it was at the Matildas game. So I was up in the stands at the Matildas. They're about to play like an hour later. So I was doing a cross for the news. And that's when I pre-recorded the
They had to
chair.
dump it.
We had to dump it in literally 10 minutes before it went to air
Why?
because I was told it wasn't right. So I dropped it thinking, okay, well, I don't want to go with this. I was sure it was right.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of trust for this person. I went, okay, well, I must be wrong. So anyway,
both wrong.
you got to wear one of those every now and then. You got to wear
Well,
one.
that didn't hurt you as much as Lockie Neal.
No, that didn't hurt
Lockie
me
was
either because
right.
it was right. It was always right.
I swear I saw him just playing 2 premierships at Brisbane. I swear.
Hey, Josh, you hit the music again.
Oh, yes.
who we
Let's
doing?
go.
Yes.
The Gold Coast
Oh,
Suns.
they're locked.
Oh, my God. Look, if you're not going to padlock the joint, then at least go to Bunnings and get some paint and get some
petrol.
drywall.
Petrol.
Petrol. Cement. Bit of cement.
I was going to
Cement
say
mix.
you could renovate
No,
it.
petrol.
No.
You're just going to
Oh, just the
Petrol.
place. Yeah.
Burn it
petrol,
down.
box of matches,
That's it.
straight out to people
poor-
choice,
and
people's
On
first.
the Gold Coast, there's a lot of people you could pin it on too. So
Oh,
don't worry about getting
the
busted.
poor kids can't even steal the footies anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the
They
fun?
can't get out.
That's all half the reason to
security
go to the
stopped them.
game. They're in
what about
trouble.
the first quarter? Halfway through the second quarter, they're like, "Oh, this is a different Suns."
Yeah.
They'd kick one goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had moments where they looked okay.
Which part of it looked
this
good
is
when
a
Bont
team-
kicked too early?
None of it is a flow though. Like you remember watching the Suns at the start of the year and parts of last
Yeah,
year. You're
wow.
like, here we go. And they
Yeah.
were tough inside with Rao doing his thing, and then the other blokes
Petrarca finishing.
spreading and running, and then you had Petrarca.
Yeah.
Right now, it feels like everybody's trying to be the hero, but no one's capable.
Noble tried to be the hero a couple of times,
Yeah.
which he takes. But he got pinned, I reckon, 3 times holding the ball.
Petrarca's body language when he doesn't get the footy.
Well, that switch that he did cost them the end result. That was the final nail in the coffin. Remember, did you watch it? He crossed 15 metres out from goal in the pocket, tried to put one in, like switch across into, and hit.
I saw somebody
hit
said
his opponent on the chest at the top of the goal
I saw
square.
somebody saying, "Who said Christian Petrarca can't hit a forward lace out?"
Oh,
Just hit the wrong one.
jeez.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Look, they've got a lot of guys playing that are young, and I don't think that's probably been mentioned enough. That Adensol, Murray,
Zeke's come
Patterson,
good.
But that's a lot. It's a lot
Ezekiel
out of
and-
a lot is out of necessity, not because they're.
But they don't have that
chosen
many
to-
injuries though.
No, but they're not playing well, so there's
But
more
they
than
need
two.
guys that
yeah.
Adamsels look good too. But this is
Mate, all the
we
kids have
shouldn't be
looked
talking
okay.
about the Gold Coast. Is their kids look good?
Yeah, but
They're not premiership favourites.
This is what I was talking about, getting the paint and doing a reno, because
They did that last year.
we thought they had 80%, us and Dimmer.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
No, they
No.
do.
They might now, but
They do.
it's so small.
The 80%'s there.
Now it is?
Yep.
Again?
Honestly, they just need Nick Dacos, Murphy Reed,
Yeah.
Marcus Bonton,
That's the other
Luke
Luke
Jackson.
Luke Jackson, and Sam Taylor.
Yeah,
and they will be good.
That's the last 20.
Yeah.
Jesus, there's a bloke. Sometimes you see a name you just didn't know he played.
Sam,
C. Lewis.
geez, Sam Collins is a very good player.
He is. He is in the twos. Joe Farrell was in the twos. Closey was in the twos.
You're right about Lewis, because
He looks like bloody. I think a lion witch in the
I
wardrobe.
pride myself on knowing almost every player in the AFL.
Yeah.
And I was watching that game and I saw
Who
him a
is
few
that?
times. I was like, who is that guy? And then even the commentators,
Welcome to my world,
when they were
mate.
calling him Lewis, I was like, who?
Lewis.
Who is Lewis?
Yeah, mate, lion
he's-
witch in the wardrobe.
Alex Sexton
All those
retired. I thought he retired.
Yeah, he's done.
He had 30 in the twos on the
He
weekend.
must be playing.
Oh, no, he's playing in the
there
twos.
too.
The top
as
up,
a
yeah.
top up thing.
Charlie Ballard had 20 in the twos. That's a surprise. Alex Davies is in the twos. Anthony
Yeah.
Reed's in the twos.
Ethan
See,
Reed.
it's just-
And they got pasted by
But
the
Alex,
doggies.
I mean, I know they've tried it. But Alex Davies feels like a guy who could do something there. So-
All right, take us away, Nick.
No, don't be the
What do you
star.
got?
Oh, what have I got? Where are we going?
You got
to?
2 left.
Got 2 left. Well, let's go to Port Adelaide. I want to talk about this before I get into what I was actually going to talk about. When you said Waterman, so Waterman's leading the behinds for the competition.
Yeah,
Kicked
right.
more behinds than anyone.
Yeah, we're not shocked by that.
Who do you reckon's kicked second?
Georgiades.
Yeah,
Georgiades.
yeah.
What do those two guys have in common?
Both West Australians.
The Maris Junior Football Club.
Oh,
They need a new goal kicking coach down there,
I'm
mate.
down
See, I
there.
know. Stick your hand up. I think
I'm
you're
down at Maris.
as a top 10. What's your accuracy record?
Minimum 50 shots, top 10 most accurate shot at goal in the history of the game.
I think you need to step up for the Maris Football Club.
but that
mate.
is a
This
very fudge stat because I think I had call it 65 or something.
Just great.
Whereas Plugger had 1,300.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's about accuracy. Anyway, you need to step up there. The guy I want to talk about is Jace Burgoyne.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time we talk about the talent that they've got on the list, he seems like, he's older than you think. He's 23 already, which I thought he was a little bit younger than that. He feels like a rung below. Played very well on the weekend. with more
I
responsibility.
reckon his ceiling's a B grader.
Yeah, but
That's what I want to talk about. What his ceiling is.
I don't know.
A high B plus.
I don't know.
No, I think it's B.
I like him a bit more than
He's
that.
had B games already.
I like him a bit
And
more
he's
than
not
that.
at
I
his
just
ceiling,
like to
surely.
see him play in a damaging role. I don't think
Yeah.
he has moments, but you
Yeah.
don't get to see it consistently enough.
Even-
I really like him.
Even I thought, look, when I was going and looking at his stats from the weekend, he actually didn't have as many centre bounces as I thought, because I thought he was really effective every time he was there.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, I keep picturing him doing damage out of there. He was still sort of
I would have bet
fourth or fifth.
$1,000 that you would have talked about Mitch Zato. I
as
thought
an instrumental
that was
SSP.
going to be the guy you were going to go.
How
on.
was the one?
He was great.
He's great. He's a very good.
He was
player.
great. Like he did a bunch of stuff. I was calling the game with Sonny Walters, and he in the break takes the headphones off and he goes, "I like him."
Yeah.
And that's a real, when it because
Small
the
forward,
callers
he
you
kicked it
can talk a lot
nicely.
of bullshit about players, But when you're off camera or off mic,
Yeah.
that's when you say the truth. And
Yeah.
he was like, I like him.
No, he started
Yeah.
so well,
Yeah.
and Joe Richards as well. Like they were
Yeah.
good. They were good for a team missing their best 4 or 5 players.
Which
Yeah.
is why it makes me think buy into the, like, there's an argument that Josh Carr's actually had a very good year
Yeah.
because they haven't been blown out, which is not, they might have been blown out,
Yeah.
but that's the vibe.
All right, let's go to the Western Bulldogs. Damien Hardwick coaching doesn't tend to tag, but when your team's shit, probably you just want to stamp out the best player in the competition.
Could be.
The game, Bont didn't have a Bont day,
Not in the second half,
but he had
started
a Bont. He had a Bont first quarter, especially. Like they were struggling to kick. There was a bit of weather around, a bit of wind and whatnot.
Yeah.
Bont was running. I was looking at it. I'd love to see his GPS. I reckon there was one stage that he was deliberately running slow when he ran and kicked that goal. Like he was just his first goal, weaving through traffic. He would look like he was hardly moving, but no one could get near him.
What do you think he was deliberately doing?
No, but just how beautiful it was. It was just like a just seamless.
flow
Like
state.
everyone's frantic around him, and he's just flowing through the traffic. No one got near him. I don't know why. Like, let's just zone off Bont. What a stupid idea that was. He's unbelievable,
Yeah, he
Marcus
is.
Bontempelli.
I'm
And
telling
everything
you.
is in, like, talking about Scott Pendlebury being in slow motion all the time.
Yeah.
Marcus Bontempelli's even slower at times.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
true.
Dimmer said they had a plan to stop him in certain parts of the ground.
Well,
Just wasn't the midfield or the forward line.
I would
parts?
start by stopping him
The
where
very back-
the
the back
forward
pocket?
line would be important,
Yeah. Nah.
especially when you only kicked
No,
3
no,
goals
he
the week
didn't-
before.
He didn't get a touch in the back pocket, so the plan was enacted.
So Bontempelli, Bailey Williams, just want to quickly touch on.
Oh, yes, I'm glad you're doing this.
He was great. Last week he had 9 disposals against West Coast
Yeah.
and was first game back from injury. He's had a really, really good season. Started the
that,
season
yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
Missed a large patch, 8 weeks in the middle there. 8 weeks I think I wrote down. 29 disposals. He just looked like he was under control down there
So
without
is he in the Bailey Dale?
without Bailey Dale. He
Yeah.
looked like he was under control
Yeah.
completely, which is maybe that is what he needs because Bailey Dale didn't start the season well, and I don't think he started
He hasn't had a
all the
Bailey Dale year.
games. I think he might have been out for a little bit, Bailey Dale,
Yeah,
early,
that's sure.
whatever it was. And I think that he took it as a bit of ownership to run that spot.
Yep.
And Matt Kennedy, 17 disposals, 3 goals. He had some big moments when the whips were cracking. He was the one who split the game open with a big mark. And there was a tackle where, who was headless? No, I'm not going to say John Noble. I don't want to put him in it. But the Gold Coast player was bouncing around like a billiards ball. He was bouncing and trying to make his way out. And then Matt Kennedy just went,
Nah.
game over, mate. Down you go.
Over.
Kick the goal. Matt Kennedy being a really good pickup.
Adam Trelaw, another calf, 4 to 6 weeks. That might be it.
Didn't we say that last?
Yeah, but I think he
He's
had
the next
37
done.
in the VFL last week.
But he can have 77. But then you can't be running around.
Yeah.
You run the state league football for players like that is very easy.
Yeah. My last team is the Bombers. Hey,
Oh.
they're back.
Why'd you leave him for last?
Yeah.
Because I thought that, Kev would want to savour the moment and really just
Right.
soak it in.
Okay.
I really want to talk about Nick Bryan because I think this guy is their ruckman
Well,
of the
they're big on
future.
him. Yeah.
31 hit outs, 17 disposals, kicked 2 goals, and copped a couple of really big hits.
saw
and was
him
able
down
to
at one
play
stage,
through it.
yeah.
Yeah, he was great. So if you're looking at
He was only rucking against Madden.
I reckon there are, what do we got here? 8 that I'm happy to say could be part of something for the Bombers.
You counted Zach
8.
Merritt out there.
8 players.
Hang on.
Brian,
Can you guess them?
Daywicks.
Oh, who
No.
played?
So Daywicks, I have in a
No.
collection of 3 other
Yeah,
guys.
Daywicks can't be in it.
No, he's not in there.
He's done enough.
But
nice
he's
things. I like
a
him.
collection of
Okay, so
maybes.
He's not going
Dyson
to get you
Sharp.
out of the. He's not going to get you out
No,
of the.
I'm
shithole
talking
they're in.
guys I'm really sure
He's
about.
had a big clutch moments. I like that.
Let's
Well,
go.
Dyson
with,
Sharp,
Archie Roberts, Dyson Sharp,
Jacob Farrow,
Farrow.
Yeah.
Sullivan Roby,
Yep,
Um,
up forward.
Nate Caddy,
Yeah.
Isaac
Caddy, of course.
Kako.
Kako.
you put Kako in.
Yep.
I'm
And
not
there's one
putting
more.
him in.
You're not putting Kako in?
No.
Are you loose?
Not yet.
And there's
Not
one
yet.
more. Big Bull.
Durham.
Bull Durham.
Oh yeah.
That's it. So they've got 8 who I'm satisfied to say are going to be good players, at least good players, maybe more than that. That's a start because I reckon if you did this 12, 15 months ago, I'm not sure there'd be more than one. Like they have actually started to collect some
That was
guys.
a-
Yeah, no, certainly. And I reckon,
Started
in
to put
fairness
some
to
stuff
their
together.
recruitment, they've recruited well last couple
That
of
was
years.
a mic
Yep.
drop moment, I thought, that game for Matty Rosa and his
Yeah.
three first rounders.
I
Just
put
bang.
I put Angus Clark, Archer Daywicks, and Conda Giannis
Oh, yeah.
on the.
Yeah, I'm a little bit higher on Daywicks than you guys.
I do like him. I just wouldn't put him with those other guys just yet. We need a little bit more evidence. There's also Zach Johnson, who I like, but they're not in that range. They're just maybes.
Kako's a maybe for me.
You reckon?
Yep.
Kako's good.
I like him.
He'll be fine. It's a hard spot to get a kick.
All right, I'll finish it off with St Kilda. I reckon that would have been, they've been up and down year, but that would have been one of the more flattening days of the season for St Kilda.
100%.
You go down thinking,
on the
we're
big
a chance
stage
here. We can get them. Like, they're gettable at the moment. We're in really good form. And it wasn't even that they were belted. They just never in the game.
Never in it. Never in it.
Never in it. And
No,
that probably
I agree.
hurts worse.
Never in it. There was no stage. Did Geelong kick the first 4?
Something like that.
Whatever it was, it got out to a margin pretty quickly.
Crept up quickly, and then there were a couple of cheapies late, which pulled it back a tiny
Yeah,
bit.
it got up towards 45, 50 points. It was diabolical for them. It was shocking.
So Naz gets mullened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which happens to the best of us.
That's true.
I'm going to go watch that All-Ireland final on Saturday, by the way, at a pub in Scarborough.
What time does it start?
Like 10:30 p.m. or something. See if Mayo can break the curse.
No, but Security woeful.
St Kilda woeful. But at the moment for Romo, 33, 2 goals, 26 in test
Do you reckon? What do you think Ross is rooting for in all seriousness? Romo to do well or Romo to not do well?
It's becoming a very difficult situation. And you can have what the player wants and what the team wants, and they can be different things, right?
What do you think Ross is cheering for? Romo to just... Because Romo was unbelievable.
I think Ross cares about one thing.
Ross.
Wins.
Oh.
And whatever happens to get you that. So the fact that Romo had a dominant game and they were never in it, I don't think he cares the fact that Romo
That's a
had
mark
great numbers.
against his name.
And if De Koning comes
But
back...
everyone in football world goes, how have you got 2 ruckmen?
Yeah, but then if De Koning plays and they win, this is just... All they care about is the result. You know what I mean? Like, we get bogged down in the Royal Marshall should be a number one
plus
ruck.
minus. Is there a footy equivalent of a plus minus?
Well, yeah, it's not hard, isn't it? It's just bench time and... I guess
Someone developed
whether
that.
you play or not. It should be.
I want to see that.
Okay.
That's it.
We're done.
Is that us? We done?
I think we're done.
All right, it's been the Hardball Gets AFL show. We'll see you back here again tomorrow for the mailbag. And this episode is brought to you by Tab Touch. The more you know, the better it gets. Download the Tab Touch app today. Real punters play here. What are you really gambling with?